Good morning, friends. I'm Dr. Jagdeep Singh. Friends, we can discuss today exponential smoothing method of forecasting. So, what is this method all about and why it is important? And also, we will take one numerical example to understand how to calculate it. Okay. So, if numerical example, we can take single exponential smoothing first. Okay. So what is exponential smoothing method? So exponential smoothing is a popular time series forecasting method used to analyze and predict data. It works by giving more weight to recent observations while diminishing the significance of older data points. The method calculates forecast by considering past and present values, allowing it to adapt to changing trends and patterns in the data. This results in a smoother and more accurate representation of historical data, making it easier to identify underlying trends and forecast future values. Now, why it is important that we understand. So, exponential smoothing is important because it provides a reliable and efficient way to forecast future values based on historical data. Its adaptability to changing trends and its ability to handle irregular or fluctuating data make it a valuable tool for business and organizations. By leveraging historical data to make informed decision predictions, exponential smoothing helps in decision making, resource planning, inventory management, and financial projections. Its implicitly, its implicity and its flexibility make it a widely used and important method for forecasting in various industries. So we need to understand this exponential smoothing method of forecasting. So today we are going to take example for single exponential smoothing method of forecasting. Right. So, single exponential smoothing method of forecasting. So we are going to discuss this, right? So the formula to calculate single exponential smoothing method of forecasting is ft plus 1. T is the time, so t plus 1 is for next period. So ft plus 1 is equal to alpha at plus 1 minus alpha ft. So ft plus 1 is forecast for the next period. At denotes basically actual observation or demand for the previous time period. And ft represents the previous forecast. Alpha is a smoothing constant, or it may be said coefficient or parameter or a smoothing factor. So please remember this formula. This is very important for single exponential smoothing calculation. Okay. Now we can take one example here. It is actual demand for 6 years is given. Please calculate demand for 7th year using single exponential smoothing method of forecasting. Alpha is given to be 0.4, right? So here you can see for 6 years, that actual demand 80 is given: 310, 365, 395, 415, 450, and 465. So we need to calculate forecast demand, basically FT, right? So formula, FT plus 1 is equal to alpha at plus 1 minus alpha ft. There is another formula, the same formula basically, so that we can simplify in this format. So normally I am using this ft plus 1 is equal to alpha at plus 1 minus alpha ft. It is easy to use, so I will recommend you can use this one. So alpha is given to be 0.4, so 1 minus alpha would be 0.6, right? Now here it is. There are two things. So you can see here, for first period, we don't have any data. So we can take the actual demand as it is using naive approach, right? So 310. So in forecast demand also we can take 310, right? So when we put the formula, right? So we can calculate since both the AT and FT both are same. So F F2 basically that will also be the same by putting the values in the forecast, right? So you can calculate, you can put the values F T plus 1, T is basically 1, then it will give us next period forecast. FT F1 plus 1 is means it means F2. So F2 will be in second year in forecast demand basically. So F2 is equal to alpha is 0.4 multiplied by 80. 80 is 310 plus 0.6, which is 1 minus alpha, and FT again, that is 310. So it will give us 310 only. So F2 will be 310. Now you can check F3. So how can we calculate it? 0.4 multiplied by 365, that is 80 previous period, right? 365 plus 0.6, that is 1 minus alpha, and FT again, that is F2 is basically 310 only. Shown in this blue color, right? Green color, or I think it is green color. Yeah. So it will give us 332. So F3 will be 332. Similarly, we can calculate for others also. And finally, F7. So exponential using single exponential smoothing method. Forecast for seventh period would be 431. You can see to calculate 431, we need to have previous data, basically 80 and FT. So 80 is 465 and FT is 408, right? So we can put in formula 0.4 multiplied with 465 plus 0.6 multiplied by 408, it will give us 431. So this is the seventh period exponential smoothing method of forecasting. So this will be the 431 will be the seventh period forecast, right? So this is it. So you can make the practice. Thank you very much.